That's because I didn't unmute. Thank you, Kat. I'll just repeat that. Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. If you had today off, I hope you guys had a relaxing day. I got to spend my day watching Game of Thrones, so that was good. It was a good day. All right. So, we're back. Kat, how are you doing? Good to see you. We're back working on BD-1. I'm going to find some music here. For some reason, my videos keep getting copyright striked when I use whiteback, and I don't understand why. Moody Retro Wave. All right, we're going to try this one. Yeah, we'll try this one. But I haven't worked on this all day today, so I've been itching to work on it. Hi, Stigma. Let's see, we'll get some music going here. Oh, I didn't go live on Instagram. Whoops. Alright, we're live on Instagram, I think. There we go. Yeah. Ads. I know, I hate ads. It's terrible. Terrible. Twitch has been getting worse with the ads. Okay. We're gonna try this mix. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But everyone, hello. Instagram, welcome on in. Guys, we're back. We're working on BD-1 tonight. It's gonna be a wonderful stream. I'm tired, so I'm taking my rounds before taking the night rest. Oh, Kat, I'm sorry you're so tired. Make sure you get some sleep tonight. That's always rough. Hope you get some good rest tonight. I know you guys need it. Alright, so I've worked on this a little bit over the past couple of days. I've done some things here and there. I'm adding a little bit of like body damage because I figure this is a clumsy little robot, falls down a lot. Don't really know. But I wanted to add some like scarring to the paint. Especially because you'd figure he'd be in battles and stuff like that. So adding some details like that, and then just kind of playing with texturing and figuring it out again. But yeah, no, we're gonna work on this guy tonight. As always, if you guys have questions, feel free to answer them. Again, I'm not an expert on Substance Painter. I don't pretend to be, but if I can answer it, I will answer it. This music is too weird. Doggos don't let me sleep well when Roy isn't home, so Sunday and Monday nights I don't go. Oh, damn, that sucks. I'm sorry. This is too, like, weirdly moody. Let's see. We'll try this one. See how this one goes. Left your face lurking. Thank you, Stigma. Enjoy your stream. Okay. We'll try that different music now. Okay. So, I don't know where I want to start, but I do know I want to get this body material looking less pretty. That's loud. Have a good night, Kat. Hold up. That's tolerable. Hi, Denver. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? Alright, so I want to make this less beautiful because it's looking too clean. So we're going to go down here. We're going to look at our tan body parts. Because right now I don't think I've done much with this one. I've done a little bit of body damage painting, a little bit of red paint, but I want to add like a general like dirt layer and start playing with that. So, Owl, how are you? Modeling a tiger just for fun. Nice. How's that going? I need to jump back into organic modeling at some point, or really make an attempt to actually do it because I haven't. Let's see if the dirt material is going to give me what I want. I don't know if it will. It's in here somewhere. Dirt. So we're going to apply this to our base, and we're just going to kind of paint it and work with it and see how it does. That's a lot. There's a lot going on there. But I think we can adjust this enough and then just kind of like paint in some spaces and really kind of clean that up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. How you doing, Al? All right, so what we'll do, Let's adjust the coloring because I want this to be kind of like a dust, not really so much like a heavy dirt. So let's see. I'm gonna lighten that up a bit. Kind of more of a sand. Okay. And it's a little too high, so I want to pull it in a little bit. That's too far in. It's a little bit better. By the way, it's still in blocking phase. I've done some nice. Gotcha. Details at the MG port. Nice. Yeah, I've kind of transferred all of my texture making into Substance just because it's just really good at what it does. Hey, Rusequence, how are you? Yeah, I moved over to Substance this year really like fully for my texturing and stuff because it's just, I don't know, it's just so much easier. All right, so we're gonna just try to erase some of this. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do a mask. Let's do this. Trash that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Why is it doing that? There we go. Alright. Do a black mask here. That's fine. We're gonna go to our brushes. I think I'll just not that one. We'll just start painting in some of this dirt. Oh, Madness, thank you for the resub, buddy. How are you doing? Not good, really. My 2 days of work are gone. So I know you messaged me on Discord. Have you tried going through your Maya file, like actually opening it in a text editor and just removing some stuff to see if you can get back to a point where the file was usable? If not, I have no problem looking at it if you want to still send it to me. I know that can suck when that happens. Sometimes you get lucky though, and sometimes you don't. That's too much. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Figure it'd get dirtier in these like nooks and crannies under the body. Can't even open the file. So try right-clicking the file and opening it with like Notepad, because you can, with my ASCII files, you can open them up with Notepad. You can go through and see when your last changes were made on the file, and you can delete everything that was kind of created after you had that crash or that corruption, and that might save you a little bit. Looks dope. Thank you so much. Tell me a good trip for baking without any problems in Substance Painter. I mean, really, it's just making sure your UVs are set up properly. Like, I thankfully haven't had any problems that I've come across yet, because it's still pretty new to me. But yeah, just the only issue I've ever come across is having really crappy UVs. Like, so if I'm working on a model that wasn't UV'd properly, that's when you'll start to see issues. So like, it starts with your UV. I actually sent that part on Discord. Okay. I'll check it out after stream, and I'll let you know what I find. What version of Maya are you using, Resequence? Now, I was looking at concept art of this guy. This is like a display back here, so we gotta figure that out. Normally on stuff like this, you'd get a lot of buildup in areas like this. So I want to try to mimic that. Just trying to dirty it up a little bit. Okay. See how we're looking here. That's already so much better. Okay, we're getting better there. Make sure there's close to no UV distortion, helping in baking. Yes, that and overlapping. You'll see a lot of issues when people have UVs that are overlapping for some reason. It'll bake shadows into your final bakes. So you really want to make sure you don't have those issues, because that'll just be detrimental. See, I'm actually sad because I was painting this last night and I realized I have an issue, and I'm not really going to worry too much about fixing it because it's such a small issue. But my UV right here got jacked up. on both sides. But far away, you're not really going to notice it. Maybe I'll fix it later, but for now, I'm not super worried about it. I don't want to hide that too much. And I figure the dirtiest point's going to be kind of like the feet. So that's where I'll add most of my dirt. Using 2023, I can send you the file too. Yeah, go ahead and send me the file so I can take a look at that. I've had some luck recovering corrupt MA files. I can't promise anything, but I can for sure take a look at it. And I think I'm going to add like a layer of mud on the feet. We'll add our base dirt. Autosave every single freaking time. Roy! I see that meme. I see it. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you like the stream. It does help the algorithm. YouTube is finally kind of shining on me, so I'm trying to like get it going. Because this is the year I push for partner. Plus, if you found something that I've taught you helpful, share it with your friends. Share my YouTube channel with your friends. It does help me a lot. We're working on getting to at least partner so I can start adding some rewards and stuff for viewers. Kind of like we have on Twitch, but on YouTube. How you doing tonight, Roy? Are you ready for the weekend, my boy? I am. Yes, getting things ready. Nice. That's exciting. Okay, I think we're good there. What I do want to do, I need to open up my pure ref real quick. Where is that one saved? Oh, where'd you go? There you are. So I want to decide what I need to work on next. So this back part, I guess, is like a display or something. Which, I don't know. I guess I'll leave it black. I don't really know what it's for. Let's paint it with gloss black for now, and then we'll come back to it. Did I just... Okay. Ooh. I thought I closed that. That would have sucked. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to go back up here. We're going to look at this section right here. I'm actually going to add another smart material. We'll do glass film. And then I'm going to add a black mask. Just so that's not there. I'm going to rename that. I'm so bad at naming my layers. Head, rear, glass. Okay. Let's find that on our UV somewhere. Whoopsie. I don't think it's that part. Oh, there it is right there. So, unfortunately, I guess I could do polygon fill. It might work. I can at least get a lot of it in. Here, add these guys. I guess I probably should have cut this off when I did the UV, but it's alright. Okay. Almost all of it. I made that very opaque. I wasn't paying attention while I was doing that. I'm going to probably change the properties on this material. I need that to not be transparent. There we go. That's better. Anybody got anything cool they're working on tonight? Any new projects or anything like that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm alright with that. I think it's supposed to be a display. I don't really know. I'll have to look that up because I never really played the games. Oh, crap. Hold on. So these decals, I'm still not sure how I'm going to do those. But I'd like to add some details inside the ears, because currently they are detailless. What did you just do? Okay. So let's see what we can do in here. All right. Head glass. We're going to add a new. We'll do a paint layer. Of details. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this layer. Only thing we're going to turn on here is going to be height and normal. We don't want color. And we're going to use some alphas. And we're going to turn on symmetry because I don't want to do this again on the other side. Let's just find some cool shapes to throw in there. I do like this little arrow. It didn't save my settings. Okay. A tad bit bigger. Why are you not working? There we go. Let's do that in a negative though. And then I'll rotate it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's see what else we got. I know I want to add some little like rivet points, so get down here, right here. Increase the hardness on that. That's probably pretty good. I'm actually going to reverse these and have them sticking out. Let's just keep adding some stuff. Probably not enough detail there for that, so let's do. We're texturing BB or BD-1, but yes, we are. Welcome back, Resequence. Alright. The only thing is, like, I want to add probably a really good way of doing this, but I don't know how to do it, so we're just going to try. There's rotation. Okay, so we're going to rotate that 45 degrees. A little less, actually. About 40. One thing I don't like about Substance Painter is it seems to have, like, zero care when it comes to, like, your rotation. Oops. both forgot his B1, yeah. They're all little bots anyway. That's gotta be... I think it's gotta be like 35. Not exactly a 45-degree angle, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Which means to flip that, I need negative 35. Can I go negative on this? Nope. So we'll do 70. Should be, no. How does that work? If I go 0, I'm flat. So I need to go like 60. Even more. I want to get this as close as possible because like I don't want it to be off. We'll do 45. That should be it. Yeah. Nope. There we go. Okay. Haley, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm gonna go straight 90. God dang it. 90, enter. Should be straight up and down. Beautiful. Let's go back to our paint mode. I like that. Much nicer. Okay. Adds a little bit of detail that we didn't have before. That's what's awesome about depth maps. Doing good. I crave cheese and chocolate. Ooh. I was craving chocolate, so I got chocolate. A lot of people hate these. I don't know why. I think they're awesome. What are you gonna do to solve that craving, Haley? Okay. That should be the same on the other side now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So part of me is wondering if I should just make my stencil templates for the texture, like the... Whoop. I don't know what that just did. I don't think it did anything, no. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. We're gonna clean up this eye. Because the eye is actually bothering me. I think it's this one. Saving. Nope. It's in head components. Okay. Is this it? Ah, yeah, it's this one. Okay. So the dirt, I think, is what's giving me this weird, like... No. It's like a peppering going on there. I don't know what that peppering's for. I don't know what that peppering is. If I turn off that entire material, does it go away? Oh, shoot. Somehow that got transferred to that. That's not cool. That's exactly what happened. Okay, don't know why that happened, but we'll fix it. Oh, I just realized my background's not running on that. Hold on. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay, cool. So, we're gonna just go back to our brushes real quick here. And if you guys are having a hard time hearing me, let me know. Brushes. Still trying to figure out the mic situation for this setup because it's different. I wondered what that weird peppering was. Okay. So we fixed that. I do want to still work on the eye a little bit because it's a little jacked up. Let's look at his. It's actually pretty close. It's okay. I'm gonna kind of work with it though. That material is actually like kind of perfect. Left eye. So open the folder. We're gonna go the sun bleach. I think I'm gonna turn off sun bleach. I don't need that. Which means honestly I can just delete it. And then this guy. A little bit less of it, more like scrapes and like peppered chips. Okay, that's better. Okay, I'm gonna add some like darkening in there, so let's do this. All right, so we've done that. Tan body parts. Let's go back to our tan parts. Add another paint layer. Edge. And this is just something I like to go through and do, and I'll just like paint some dark detail in there. Something like this. We'll reduce our flow a little bit. Making no difference for some reason. Why are we not making difference? Oh, I'm actually not doing color. Okay, there we go. Too dark. Oop. That was actually almost a big mistake because I've got mirroring turned on. Let's turn that off. Because if you look at panels on like airplanes and like mechanical things like that, you'll see there's always like a buildup of dust or grime near panel like meeting points between panels. So that's something I like to try to make sure I'm replicating. And I'll come back through and just like clean these up a little bit. There we go. Al, how are you doing tonight, buddy? I'm not really in love with the fact that that's silver. It seems weird to me. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. I might decide to make that tan or something. We didn't do. We didn't add any details to this guy. Why are we not doing anything? Body damage heavy. There's my mask. Oh, that's why. Now the other thing is I want to start working on the legs and getting some detail in there. You make it live on YouTube. Yes, it's live on YouTube and Twitch. It's amazing. Thank you so much. On the side of the head. Forgive me, I just pointed out how much of that aluminum panel is modeled versus normal detail. Yeah, most of this is modeled. So if you want to look at this, so all of this stuff right here, this is all modeled in. The difference, so you can see like in the ear cup, I added a bunch of normal detail, but this panel itself is actually modeled in. I need to add some normal detail to it, but for the most part, I tried to make sure I was modeling most of it into the actual model itself. Same thing at the front, like there's a lot here that was added later, but most of it is still modeled in. I actually forgot how far I got on this, so that's kind of cool. These are red. Cool. Let's do that then. Let's see. Red paint. So the question there then becomes, Dan Brookwell, you don't need to apologize for asking questions like that. I welcome them. Okay, there we go. So they're up here, which is kind of a problem. Let's do this. We're gonna do poly paint, just because I don't really want to deal with this. What are we doing here? Substance. There we go. And everyone, if you're interested, tomorrow I will not be live on Instagram or YouTube, but I will be live on Twitch having a conversation between my moderator, Chris, and the Chaotic Seekers with Lydia, who is also on our stream team, the Chaotic Family. We're going to be talking about being an artist on the internet and things like that, all while playing Power Wash Simulator. So, should be a fun conversation. If that's the kind of thing you're interested in. Okay. I want to get that cleaner than that because it's not super clean right now. Please tell me the software you're using. I'm using Substance Painter. The model itself was created in Maya. AK Gamer, how are you? I'm the person who sent you a message on Instagram. Which one? Because I get a lot of those. Let's see. Let's see. Are you the one that modeled the wrench? I feel like I should probably just paint that in. I'm just gonna, yeah. Not that large though. Good God. My flow is at max. Let's do this. I'm gonna do a hard brush. We'll just Ooh, that looks like crap. Let's go clean that up. Does that matter in the long run? Not really, but we did it anyway. Also, I demand burbs. I can't have them out right now, Haley, because I've got my fan on because it's 100 degrees outside. Okay, thank you so much. You're welcome. But they are there. You can kind of see them in the background, I think. There you go. See? You can see them. I just can't have them out right now because of the heat. I will die. I don't want to die. I'm gonna keep dropping. All right. You know, I don't like. There's no damage around that eyelid. So we'll go in here. I'm gonna start adding some of this. Alright, cool. You use both normal and displacement maps, or is it always surface still? No, I use both. I learned from my buddy that you can get a much better result out of using both. So I just tend to use both, especially because I'm trying to pull as much like realism as possible out of my projects. So I tend to focus heavily on both of them. Hello, chat. I'm here live. I got some time mid-office work. I'm glad you're here, N3D. How you doing? Still trying to learn the difference between normal and height maps and substance when you use each one correctly. It's just kind of the way it's drawn out, like the way the computer handles drawing the details. I can't really go into the science of it because I don't know it, but there's a pretty hefty difference, because when you think about your height map is essentially a displacement map. So it's telling the computer at render to displace your geometry. So in theory, what it's doing is it is up-resing your geometry and drawing that detail out. Whereas with your normal map, it's just kind of like a fake material texture. So with some of these, what I'll set up is when I'm in Maya, I'll hit render. But with my render settings, I will have my objects set to, what do you call it? Not retopologize, but to, I guess we'll just call it up resolution. So they'll increase in polygon count just for the render, and then it'll pull that detail out, which is why with displacement maps, if you apply it to an object that doesn't have a lot of density to it, you won't get a great result out of it. That's just the way I was taught anyway. Could be wrong because my education was not great, but it's okay. My paintbrush. And if you're curious on how to apply those, I have 2 shorts on my YouTube channel, or actually it might be 1 solid video. But there's a video on my YouTube on how to apply those in Maya. I'm gonna paint this area in. Sad, but I understand. I'm glad you understand. But they're still there. They'll be out again when it cools down. I just don't like roasting. I probably should have just turned on symmetry for that, but oh well. What render do you use in Maya? I work off of Arnold currently. I'd like to try another one at some point, but Arnold's good. Like, it does fine. It's a little slow, but it works pretty well. I think I'd really like to try out RenderMan at some point in my life, but I just haven't like bought it. Cool. Now I'm confused. Like, I don't know how to do texturing, and I really want to for my hologram source model. Texturing takes a lot of just like patience and learning, but I can tell you the best way that I learned is I observe things in, like, you know, nature and around us. Like, if you live in a big city, for instance, go look at how things build up in real life. So one of the things I like to pay attention to whenever I'm flying, if you look at an airplane wing, because you think, you know, airplanes are smooth, they're really not. They're like built up of panels, and every single one of those panels has its own scratches and surface details. But then you look at the edges of those panels, and there's like dirt and gunk and stuff inside those. And so, like, it really just comes to kind of understanding how things like dirt and dust and grime, oil, stuff like that builds up, and then learning how to layer them. So learning like layering and compositing, those are super important skills for texturing, but really it's just like observation. Oh, the bird, yes, that's Tiki singing. He sings when he can't come out of his cage. Which I don't blame him. Can you suggest a good laptop for using all softwares easily without lagging? That's tough. I still don't have one that does it very well. Honestly, anything with like an RTX series video card is probably going to be your best option. Try to get like a higher end CPU. So really, for what we do, one of the better solutions is either a professional laptop with a Quadro video card in it, or a gaming laptop. So if you can get yourself a mid-range gaming laptop with like an RTX 3060 in it or something like that, that'll handle this stuff pretty well. You won't be doing like 4K and everything on there, but It'll handle it. Thank you. Sir. Thank you. Man, you're bad, really trolling you. What? Oh, your pet is annoying you. Yeah, he gets kind of loud when he doesn't get to come out. But I love him. Your bird is a bomb. Yeah, texturing really comes down to observation. Like, that's one of the best pieces of advice that I ever got, was just kind of paying attention. Like, you look at something like this, right? You've got these panel gaps which would build up oil and residue over years. It's pretty good. Your bird. Oh, I got you. Yeah, he learns songs and then he butchers them, and then he just screams sometimes. The other bird is much more quieter, but it's because she's a female. But it also, the same thing in 3D. It just comes down to like practicing. So find some easy things to practice with. Like if you have Substance Painter, load up like a Coke can model and just like practice degrading the model, adding things like rust and grime, and just kind of figuring out how you like to work with texturing. And that's kind of all I've done, because like I'm really bad at it. Like I don't think I'm very good at it, but over time with each and every project you get better and better and better. No, it's not my mic, it is a bird. Guess we'll build some grime up in here. I haven't really done it yet, so that's too big. But learning texturing is super important, especially if you want to be like a hard surface modeler, because you need to be able to show that you can competently do this stuff. Depending on the studio. I mean, I'm sure some studios have their own dedicated texture artists. I'm gonna turn on... I know it's kind of late to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Saving? Saving. It's early in the morning, my brain's not completely put. I get it. The bird's about to detonate, yeah. You need one more bird. I do need one more bird, you're right. I need a bigger bird. I need a much larger bird. That one's probably not going to be able to stay in my office, though, because I do work in here for a living. Unless someday I get to do this for the rest of my life. That would be really cool, and then I can have all the birds I want. Oh, geez, what did I just do? I'm just adding some darkness down here. Just adding more realism. Thanks for the tips. I mean, now I just have to observe things in real life, practice on small objects, further move on. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? Like, as artists, depending on what your goal is, like, if your goal is to do, like, stylized characters, the way you're going to learn texturing and modeling is going to be completely different from somebody like me who does, like, hard surface models that would be, like, reality-based. So, it really depends on, like, what it is you're actually going for in your... These little things are flying all over the place, and I've got my dogs underneath me, and they can't eat chocolate. It really depends on what you're going for. So, like, you know, if you're talking about doing stuff like what I do, then yeah, you want to be observant in like real world items. Let's dirty up his feet a little bit. And I think we're going to start working on the legs here. So for this, we're going to add another mud layer. So could you suggest me which pen tab is good for, I think you mean ZBrush? Honestly, one of these is probably pretty great. I use an XP pen. You can use a Wacom. Anything with high levels of pressure sensitivity and a decent resolution screen, you'll be good with. The reason I chose XP pen is because it's cheap. Like this was on sale for like 380 from 1,000. So their sales are really good and their products are honestly really great. I like them. And they're pretty new to the tablet game, so now's a good time to get one. So we're going to add another smart material here. Actually, you know, let's just add dirt ourselves. So we're going to create a new paint layer. I'm going to call this mud. And we're going to just set it up. A little bit of height. Color, which is not showing up for some reason. Oh, there it is. Something like that. Yeah. So let's get that a little bit lower. I do want to boost the height on that though. I want this to be like mud. See, this is where my UV issue is. Kind of a bummer. I figured out when I did figure it out, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I do a mix of like hard surface. So I'll do sci-fi, I'll do like reality based. Just depends on what I'm feeling for the week. Like right now I'm working on a very much reality based model, which is that minigun. Just depends on what I'm feeling. It's looking a little fake. Go a little bit heavier on this side. Just gives a little bit more grime to the feet. We'll add the same thing to the back portions of it too. You in between the toes. I am in between the toes. Z, how are you doing, buddy? Alright. Guys, remember, you can watch this in a larger format on YouTube and Twitch if you'd like to. I know Instagram's kind of small. We're going to add a little bit more muck down here. Getting there. Just chilling on an island after chasing a house into a barge waiting to offload or disappoint. What are you doing, Z? Do you use ACEs or any color management workflow? Not currently, no. I haven't really spent any time learning them. Probably should learn them at some point, but I just haven't spent a lot of time doing it. Oh! Another good announcement, the first tutorial for the wrench is out on the YouTube, so if you guys are interested in that, you want to learn how to create a wrench from start to finish with a nice image for your portfolio once you're done, that's a good tutorial to hit up. I'll be releasing another part later this week, which will be awesome. Thankfully, it's a faster model, so I can get the tutorials edited faster. Alright, so I'm looking at this guy. He is pretty barren all around there, so... we do need to do some detailing up in here, so we'll kind of go up in here now. And we're just going to go edge coloring. Pull this down a bit. That's still brown, we don't want that. Turn off normal, turn off height. We're on the right layer. These are details I normally won't leave to, what do you call it, symmetry, just because I do like having them look different on either side. It just adds a little bit more realism to it. You never want your model to look entirely similar on either side, because the whole point with texturing is to make it a believable item. At least with, you know, a project like this. So you want to make sure that you're not relying on symmetry just to get the job done faster. Not recording this again. I'm gonna have to download the stream. That sucks. I think up in here, because this is where the head's gonna sit by default. This is a pain to get to. Come here. There we go. Just minor detail. But you can see how that adds so much more like detail and depth to it. Let's see. What software am I using to texture? This is Substance Painter by Adobe. Didn't used to be by Adobe, but now it is, unfortunately. I think I worry about topology too much, even though I'm not good at modeling. So, what do you think? I should ignore topology while learning to try to keep my balance? So, here's what I did. I modeled for probably, I don't know, 6 years before I ever started learning about the concept of topology, because unfortunately my college I went to didn't teach us anything about it. So for those 6 years, I spent my time learning the tools and making bad models, which is awesome. Like, you should make bad art. Bad art is good for you. Um, and then after that, I started focusing more on it. So with each project, I would try to fix my topology a little bit more, and then learn techniques for terminating things and terminating loops. And eventually, it becomes second nature. But I don't think, like, your whole reason for this is because you want to be an artist. So, like, the last thing you want to do is like focus nonstop on the technical aspect of it without being an artist, because you're going to burn out. So just do a little bit here and there, on pieces that you're not worried about presenting to potential employers. Don't worry about it. Just have fun with it. There are things I skimp on. BD-1's UV looks terrible, because I just wanted to get it unwrapped and textured. But to present it to an employer or something like that, I probably would have spent a little bit more time on it. But in the end, I'm just kind of working through things and getting personal work out. Um, I've also heard from a lot of people that they're not really as much of a stickler for topology as they make it out to be, because it's not really as necessary anymore unless you're doing character art. Characters are different just because you have deformations that you have to deal with. Okay. This one I am going to do symmetry on. Finding all my crevices right now. And the question is, what color is that? Ooh, that whole area is black. Crap. Okay. Whoops. No, I've got reference. I'm not really following it as like religiously as I probably should be, but I've got reference. Thanks, kind of burning out, right? Yeah, don't let yourself burn out. Like, do things that excite you. So, my biggest rule is at least what I try to do anyway, is that when I'm in like a full workflow on a project, I try to have little micro projects that I can bounce off of the main project, which is why you guys haven't seen the ship in a long time, because I got really fried on that stupid thing. But I'm gonna be bringing it back. Don't worry. But I try to have those micro projects because they allow me to get things done quicker, and then you get that little itch of, hey, I finished something, which is why I took a break. I did Vader, the lightsaber, and then plus the creating the tutorials is also another one of those, like, it's a micro project for me where I get to go do something different, stretch a different muscle, like artistic muscle, and then work out there. When it comes to the technical stuff, don't let yourself burn out, because you're gonna not want to pick this up constantly because you're burning out on like trying to perfect something that you don't need to perfect right now. Get confident as an artist before you start doing that. Is it this thing? Yep. Well, that was convenient. So that actually needs to be black. Okay, so these are my painting. Body damage, fill layer. I think this is just a solid fill layer. Let's see. Yeah, this is perfect. Symmetry is on, so that automatically did it on the other side, I think. Nope. Don't know where it did it, but that's fine. Also, one of the bigger things to remember, like, when you find yourself burning out, make sure you're doing whatever it is you're doing for you, not for, like, the internet or anything like that, because you need to make sure you're, you know, you're doing things for yourself. Okay. Your setup is cool. Yeah, yes, those two are those are two of our pets. We have two dogs. There's a dog underneath me and one somewhere else. We have a cat, and then my wife has two rats. We love animals, so. But those are my burbs. But thank you, I appreciate it. Another thing that I find that keeps me going too, and this may not be for everyone, but is if you can stream it, if you can live stream, it helps keep me going. Keeps me motivated. And that's a problem I'm seeing. Wait a minute. What are you? Why are you there? Okay. Hold on. This, okay, so the polygon fill thing is like cool, but it seems to have some weird issues. Nothing else there. Alright, so I want to start kind of coloring these in. I haven't really worked on any of these, so let's start doing that. I think it's these guys. Yeah, it is. I'm going to turn off the tan components for now. We're just going to focus on this stuff. Which is cool, because I'm excited. Paint layer. Grime. Just gonna do color. We'll do normal on this one too. Tiki. Which method is for UV layouts you're using? Because I've never seen that before. Yes, so this is UDIMs. So if you guys have never seen this before, here I'll kind of turn everything on. That way you guys can see it all. We'll go with the tan body parts. I can't show them all at once. So I'm using 8 total planes, UV planes. This is the first model that I've ever actually like really focused on using UDIMs on, but it's nice because I'm getting a much higher resolution out of my paint than I would have been if I slapped everything in one area. And then the cool thing is after this, like I'm painting in 2K, I'm gonna up-res everything to 4K when I spit this out, so. actually going to turn that view off so I can just do 3D only for a little bit. Because I just want to paint. Still not exactly sure what these are for, but they're cool details. A little bit smaller, please. Thank you. And symmetry's not on. That sucks. That's fine. He's singing Haley because he knows he wants you guys want him out. That's not actually true. No. So, UDIMS is becoming a more accepted form. It depends on the industry, right? So, like, you're probably going to see it a lot more in the VFX space right now, but the game space is also starting to look at UDIMS as well. I know my buddy uses UDIMS every once in a while. But the problem is, if they're out, they may get hurt. Oh yeah, the fan would murder them, and I don't want that. I think that goes into the body at some point here. I'm gonna do the other side. Then on the next one, I'm turning on the important stuff. Thank you, Tuffy. I haven't even looked at it for a little bit. Let's take a look. We'll do a little spin. If I can actually, let me do my. There we go. He is definitely getting there. Still so much work to go, though. Whoop. You're really a pro of Maya. I am nowhere near a pro, but I appreciate that. Let's see. Learn pipeline from Ubisoft games, and they said the game engine want to fast render UDIMs or so high resolution they create problems in UDIMs. This case in the movie industry. Yeah, so if you're going for gaming, like it's gonna be a little bit different. I think Unreal Engine is starting to find ways to use UDIMs. Not entirely sure though, because I haven't worked in it. But yeah, it's really gonna be for like as high resolution. So like for game cutscenes, probably. For like game in-game, probably not. Oh, we're saving. Hello, Malloy. How are you? The bomb has been triggered. I know, she or he gets crazy. So they use normal texture, non-UDIMs in games. Yeah, they use just like single plane UVs. So the advantage of UDIMs, which if you guys don't know with UDIMs, is that you're able to take your model and split it across like multiple UV planes, which give you larger pieces or larger islands to paint on. So with a 2K resolution map, you're going to be able to squeeze more detail out of it because you have more texel density. The reason they're used in like Hollywood VFX is because you can squeeze as much data into one texture image as possible. And it's, I don't know, it's really cool for that kind of stuff, but for game engines it's still not super optimized. I could be wrong on that though, so don't take that with a grain of salt from me, just because I don't do game stuff. All right, what, real quick, what are those? Are those colored? Oh, they're just dark. Okay. Okay, so I'm curious if I turn on symmetry. Go over to this loot rating. Stigma Sabotage with the raid. Hello, Stigma. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Stigma, how was the stream? How was golf with friends? Everybody, welcome in. My name is Matt Cryptic. If you haven't met me, I am a 3D artist, and I stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. And today we're working on BD-1. So you can see what he looks like. If he'll let me rotate him. There we go. There's BD-1. That's what we're working on. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Stigma, how was the stream? Groups layout, yes. Yeah, UDIMs are really cool for somebody like me, but they may not work for other workload cases. Man, that's actually really starting to look really good. I'm actually pretty happy with that, not gonna lie. It was good. Chaos Golf with some chill Palia for a bit. How goes your art? It goes good. It goes good. We've gotten really far on him tonight. Starting to really actually, like, look real. So, it's going well. But Stigma, thank you so much for the raid. I understand if you have to raid and run, but your community is safe with me. Again, if you guys like 3D art, I'm live on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Twitch only on Thursday. That's just because we do games on Thursday. Sometimes I do art though, and I'll do it on all platforms. Bash just woke up from a 3-hour nap, so I'll be up for a while. Oh man. Well, tell the little dude I said hi. Do I want that to be... I'm thinking I might color that in. Let's go back here. We're gonna do a little bit of painting back here for a bit. I'm gonna turn off our symmetry. probably come back through and clean that up a little bit. I don't like that. Let's find a different brush. I like that one. I don't like the way that's stretching though. There's some issues with the UV there. But I can kind of get around it by rotating my brush. I need that to stop doing that. It's actually just coming out too dark, so let's do this. This area got a little jacked up apparently. "7 days to die" is out. Oh, nice. That's exciting. Wasn't that game in like alpha forever though? A little bit of UV stretching there, unfortunately, but that's okay. Again, I probably could have spent more time on my UVs with this guy, but I wanted to get him done. And this is such a small area, you're never going to see that detail anyway. My question is, though, what does that look like in the back? So they're darker. Okay. So let's do this. We're gonna add, let's see, let's look at the UV real quick here. So here we are. That explains why we were getting some stretching. Okay, so what I want to do then, let me create a new layer. We'll just do a paint layer. Rear, vent, dark, this. Okay. So what we'll do here, we're gonna just go a little bit darker, but still kind of gray. See how that works. That's kind of, oh shoot. I was like, that's kind of bright. I don't know if I like that. There we go. That was one of them. There it is. There's a little error up in there. I'll have to come back and fix that at some point. This is what's so cool about texturing though, is like you really get to just kind of do whatever you want. I'm gonna go to grime. We're gonna go to a normal paintbrush. We're going to go a little bit lighter. That needs to be above it. Can't really tell that I'm doing much there, so let's go a little bit lighter. Alright, this music mix is killing me. It's looking great, Crypto. Thank you so much, Blastoise. I gotta change this music. Oh, it switched to something else, and I don't know if that was copyright free. Oh well. It's fine. Whatever. Can't really change that now. Okay. Have you saved lately? Thankfully, this one saves automatically, so I don't normally have to worry about it. And I've never experienced a crash with this application. But just because you said something. That, and every time it auto-saves, it causes a small panic attack. Oop. So... this copper is too coppery. Buddy. Stop. Just checking. I appreciate it. Alright, so this copper's too shiny, so we're gonna go a little bit darker.
Put that cookie down!
No! What's up, Sharky? Honestly thinking I might just go down to like... ooh, that's too dark. That kind of matches the tone of it all. It's like an aged copper. Cool. That's much better. How long have I been streaming? Oh, only 2 hours. We got plenty of time. Is it bad I was hoping something crashed? Yes. But it's not gonna happen. Alright, so I'm looking at this. I don't really like that. I want to see... is there any other detail in there? It's just a dark panel. There's a little circle detail up in there. Oh, there's a little vent right here I can draw in. It's not gonna be... what is that? Why is that there? Damn it, man. You know, I like polyfill, but it does seem to have its issues. What it is. Yep, that's what it is. I think it's this. Or is it, this? Shoot, which one of those is it? There it is. Okay. So it's this black inserts. We're just going to take this and erase it away. I wondered what that was. Okay. So now, silver materials. I don't think, did I create a, I do have a normals details. Okay, so let's look at this. Because there's like a little vent thing here. So we're going to add something. Hey, Kelsey, how are you? So we're going to go, boom. We're going to go to our alphas. And we're going to find whatever's going to look like a nice vent. I know where one of them is. JK, maybe I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. There's unfortunately no hardness setting with this one. What are you doing? I feel that looks like crap. Kind of does. I don't know. Yeah, from a distance, it's fine. That might just be because of the size of that UV plate. All right, just taking a break. How's your day going? It's going good. It's going really good. We're getting really far, which is awesome. Just checking Instagram real quick. What are you taking a break from? Let's go down a little bit. I do not know how I lived with without one of these tablets for so long. I still hate the fact that the top is silver. I'm not enjoying it. Taking a break from filling out core papers. Ah, oof. Well, I hope those are going well, Kelsey. I don't know. I still don't like it. I still don't like it. Where did I find... Oh, there it is. That's that original detail. It's funny, the version that was in The Mandalorian was very dull. Didn't have much going on there. The only thing is... Maybe the issue is that silver is just too shiny. It's not very dark. Actually, that's under head components. Yeah. I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. Just dropping the darkness just a little bit makes such a difference. So much better. I even hate the head a little bit less now. It's fine, just complicated. Sometimes you have to... Yeah, I get that. That's crazy. Good morning! Is it... Shubham? Shubham? I hope I'm saying that right. But good morning. Good to see you. Okay. Alright, that... After dropping that... Oh my god. Okay. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay. If it gives you any indication, before I started painting this project, I was actually super afraid to stream this because I'm not the best at Substance Painter, but I feel like I'm getting it very well. Probably still doing things wrong, but I feel pretty good about it. Where is... I don't know where that is. I think that's under silver materials. Yeah, that's where it is. Alright, so there's this thing. So let's go... I want to add some detail in here that doesn't exist because I hate it. There was a really neat circle in here. Usually I'll spend some time and make my own alphas, but right now I'm just kind of using whatever is available to me. That would work if I can make it thinner. And I can. Alright, so we're getting some good detail. I'm going to add the grunging. Put that on the wrong layer. Damn it. That's better. It's one of the biggest things I've had the hardest time like adjusting to is using the right correct layers. Okay. Keep forgetting. Check my phone. Alright, let's change the flow on that a little bit. We don't want that dark of a material there. Actually, you know what? Turn on my mirror. Keep hitting the wrong button. Still getting used to using this tablet. That's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. Hello, Vizsla. How are you? It's good to see you. All right. I think it's time to start looking at the legs because I've kind of ignored them for too long. Thankfully, there isn't a whole lot that's going to be done down here, but I do need to. I want to turn off the tan body parts. Turn off silver material. Turn off red. Leg components needs to stay. I'm so glad I put the cables on a different thing, different layer. Man, those look really good with that cobalt on there. Can I just add like a metal damage one? Steel, because what I'm going to do is the steel ruined one. We're going to apply that. And then we're going to play with some We're going to try to reduce that to just edges. I'm going to save this real quick because that was running really slow. Okay. So, look at the levels. There's our default cobalt. Just add a little bit of color in there. It's honestly really nice. Okay. Let's look at this foot leg thing. Alright, so that chip is silver, so we're going to paint that in. So, let's find it on the UV, huh? That's beautiful modeling. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's nice to see this project coming to an end. Where is that piece? Is that it? That has to be it. And I love that it's one piece. Okay, cool. So, I think I'm just gonna add like a. We'll just add a fill layer. Leg. Chip. Okay, leg chip. We're going to make this a grayish color. And then we're going to add a black mask. Because we only want to see a little bit of it. And we will take the polyfill. I think I'm just going to do this. Nope, this one. That was one of these. Why is that not working? Oh, it is working. It's just not dark. It's too dark. Okay. The question is why is that taking up the entire object? Oh, you know why? I did. Hold on. That's why. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I did the wrong poly paint. Should be one more of those right up here. That's what I want. Stuck inside something. Okay, let's go here. So these little things, let's see. I'm gonna make the tips of those silver just because I feel like they should be like buttons or something. I don't really know what they are. But I know for the most part where they are. Is that one of them? I don't know. Let's Control Z that. I don't know. Wondering, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Hold on. I'm gonna make those copper. I hate that I have to wait for this to calculate to do this. Okay, so first of all, let's adjust that. We're gonna darken it. I just need to find those on my UV. There they are. Oh, hold on. Let's do... Oh, that doesn't work in symmetry, apparently. Well, that's okay, because I know what they look like now. Let's find them. There they are. Perfect. Just some nice detail that wasn't in there. Gotta run, see you tomorrow. Kelsey, have a wonderful night. Oh, man. Your wrist definitely gets tired after doing this for a while. I want to look at this leg chip here. We're going to adjust some of the settings on here. That's better. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be painting in some like scraps and scratches and scrapes. I'm sure there is a non-manual way of doing it, but I don't know, so let's see. Thank you, Ugshwini. I appreciate it. I misspelled that horribly. Thank you so much for the follow. Wait a minute, what? That's not a follow. That's a sub. Ah, Chris, thank you so much for the resub. How many months has it been? How many months? 33 months. I knew you were crawling up there. Good God, 33 months. That's how long I've been an affiliate on Twitch. Jesus. Oh, Chris, since you're just joining, you want to see what he looks like? Looks like a pair of eyes with nothing else. No, just kidding. Let's turn all this good stuff on. He's starting to look beautiful. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. I feel like I deserve to be a little cocky on this one because this is actually turning out really well. Right? It's getting there. It's getting there. He's getting there. I'm gonna turn all that junk off now because I need to work. Hide. Hide the pieces. Alright, I want to be over here. Sir, please. Thank you. Probably shouldn't have done these in their own layer, but it kind of helps. Okay. So... oh. I'm on the wrong layer. Scrathes, as I've called it. Disney harem. Wouldn't that be nice? Someday, hopefully. So, I need... oh, I want, like... It's gonna have to be kind of a brighter material. We're gonna have to go metal... height. No height, just normal. That's fine. That should be okay. It is, but it's just not giving the result that I want. Beautiful thing is as I paint on this side, it happens on the other side, so I don't have to stress about that. If you made it to work for Disney, I know, right? It would be something. Stranger things have happened though. There was a video a long time ago. I remember it was this dude. He was like 24. He released a video on YouTube called Iron Baby, and the video impressed somebody over at Lucasfilm. And they hired him to work on, I think it was Iron Man 2 at ILM, just because of a YouTube video. So, stranger things have happened. This is for sure going to be the most, like, proud portfolio piece I'll have so far. I know I'll have more eventually, but this one I've spent some time on. Oh yeah, that's true, Resquince. The kid who did the Lego animations in Blender, I believe. got hired to work for Across the Spider-Verse, right? I think it was that one. I totally kind of botched the UVs on this area, but I'm not going to stress about it. This is an example of a piece that I just pressed flat, and you can see with this stretching here, but it's okay. Cool. I almost feel like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's super cool. I forget about that one. Beautiful. A robot is very cool. Resembles Star Wars. This is actually from Star Wars. So this is BD-1. If you want to see what it looks like. That's who we're working on today. Looks very familiar. The detailing with texturing is so insane. Thank you so much. Can I ask a question regarding your substance matter? Yeah, go ahead. What's your question? Yeah, this is BD-1 from Star Wars. If you guys didn't get to see a full look of him, kind of looks like Wally, so could be both. Oop. Yeah, if you guys ever have any questions about my setup, about my work, whatever it is, feel free to ask. I have no problems with that. And hopefully I have a good answer for it. While texturing in Substance Painter, the UV should be on one tile, or we can arrange them in different tiles. So that really depends on your workload or like what you're doing. So if you're designing for a video game, you're probably going to want them on one tile. Because I'm just designing for personal work, I use what are called UDIMs, which the UDIMs put them on separate tiles. So I'm actually working across 8 separate tiles. And I do that because it allows me to squeeze a lot more detail out of it. So like right now, these are 2K maps. So when I finally export these out of Substance at 4K, they're going to just have that much more detail in them. And it's just the way that I like to work with them. But yeah, for a game, you probably want to keep them on one unless your engine is compatible with UDIMs, which I don't know. I don't know how that all works. Nice. Perfect. I need more beginner tutorials on YouTube. So the wrench is starting. So the wrench is coming out. There will be a new part to the wrench starting not tomorrow. It's Friday, I think. Yeah. So 2 parts to the wrench are going live this week, and then more to follow. So those will be some good places for you to start. I am working on a whole Maya beginners course that I'll figure out how to do. Because it's so much work, I'll probably charge like $10 for it. But it'll be available to either people on a Patreon. I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet, but it'll be like a full in-depth course on how to get started in Maya fresh, whether you're going into school for it or whatever. Can we use only automatic for all models in UV mapping? You can, but the reality is that if you do that, you're going to get very messy UVs. They're not going to make sense. You're going to have a lot of weird seams everywhere. So the issue with automatic UVs is it takes your model and looks at it and projects it as a bunch of faces. So it rips it all apart to make everything as flat as possible. So because it rips everything apart, for instance, if you look at the body here, and again, my UVs are not the best option for this, but this body would be split into thousands of faces. You would not want to do that with that. So the reality is that using automatic UVs may be great for getting a part separated and then put back together, but you shouldn't be using it to UV your entire model. When I'm importing them, okay, so that's actually a really good one. So when you import a model from Maya into Substance Painter, it's not smooth. If you're using 3 to smooth in Maya, it used to automatically convert, it no longer converts. So what you need to do is you need to smooth your model before you export it from Maya to Substance Painter. So you need to actually go to Mesh and Smooth and then set up how much smoothing you want. If you're working with your high polygon in Substance Painter, which I do it, I don't know if you want to do it, but I do it. I don't know how like standard practice that is. What do I do for a living? So I work in IT. I am a application support specialist, I guess, engineer, whatever you can call me. It's not what I love doing, though, so it pays bills. A lot of people will ask me why I don't do this for a full living. And the reason is A, I didn't want to move, which now I'm much more open to. And B, at the time that I graduated college, the industry was awful. And so I didn't want to join the industry at that time because it was in such bad shape. Kind of like it is now, unfortunately. Yes. So I've been thinking. So guys, here's a good one. If you guys are in my Discord, I'll open up a space for video suggestions because I think of them all the time and then I forget about them. So if you guys have suggestions that you want for videos, my Discord is the best place to reach me and kind of get those. In fact, let me just do it right now. Hold on. Let's just create this right now. Create a new one. Text channel, we'll call this video suggestions. Create. Cool. There it is. Oh, cancel that. That's fine. All right, so there's a channel on my Discord. Request videos there because I can make them. I just forget. My character is smooth in Maya before exporting, but it's still coming in. So are you using 3 to smooth, or are you actually smoothing it? I hate unwrapping with a passion. The only stuff I don't mind AI taking over. I completely agree. Take that job away because I hate it. Yes, Naveen. It's in my... So if you're on Instagram, it's in my bio. And if you're on YouTube or Twitch, it's in my... Actually, it's not even in my description on Twitch. I need to fix that. But in YouTube, it's in the description on my videos now. Ad popped up. What did you say? Resquence. So I work in IT. I am a software engineer. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I don't really enjoy it. I'd much rather be doing this for a living. But we're not there yet. I'll get there someday. Yeah, if you guys are not in the Discord server is a great place to share your work. There's a lot of people there to help you if you guys have problems or issues you run into. And there is also an entire database, which I'll show that to you guys now. Anytime I make a quick tip, it ends up in here. So you guys have access to all of these. They're there in an organized fashion. That way, if you ever have a question, you can say you need to learn rigging or something like that. That one doesn't have any yet. Modeling. You can filter by whatever you need to do. Anything with Arnold. So, it's a helpful resource I provide to you guys for free. My hands are getting a little numb. We're saving. Can we work as a freelancer by creating 3D models and get paid at the same time because it's hard to pay bills? You can. You just have to spend the time to get yourself like out there and known. It's very competitive, especially with the advent of 3D printing. Everybody models now. Sometimes not super well, but if that's something you want to do, I say just practice your skills, start building up a social media presence, because in the end you got to get your models in front of people, and posting them simply to, like, you know, cults or Thingiverse or anything like that, Turbo Squid, you won't get the attraction that you want. So I would recommend that, and then look at sites that you can sell your models on. Like I know Flip Normals, I think, has something. Maybe not them, but there are plenty of sites to sell models on now. I don't know if you can make that your entire income. I suppose if you were creating like a 3D printing shop with all sorts of stuff to sell there, you could, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. Something I haven't really gone down the alley of yet. I plan to at some point, but I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna start looking at this back toe now. Then I should build an account for only posting 3D stuff on Insta and everywhere you get it. Yes, I recommend it entirely. Yeah, start on Instagram, TikTok. TikTok's rough. Like, if you guys don't know, I do have a TikTok. It's kind of the same content you see on Instagram, but it's on TikTok. TikTok does not seem to be super friendly to 3D art. I don't know why, but it is what it is. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Kara's another good one that's coming up now. Just anything to get your work in front of people. Join groups on Facebook and Discord servers as well. There's a whole community of people who make games, like indie games, who need models. So, like, they are out there willing to buy models and download them. You just got to make sure you're getting in front of your audience. Is that doing it on this side? It is, isn't it? It is. Damn it. Is it? No, it's not. Beautiful. we'll work on that right away. Thanks for the throw. Yeah, of course. As much as it sucks, like social media kind of runs our lives, so might as well try to take advantage of it for yourself, you know? What am I even doing here? Let's look at this guy now. So I want to do some detailing on there. Let's see. Hold on. Hi, Cryptic. I think we have the same XP pen. And now after some minutes, my pen at the bottom stops working. I have to unplug USB connected back in, please. Do you know what that would be? So... Button stop working. That's kind of weird, because the pen doesn't really link to this thing at all. That might be a driver issue. You can try to see if you can either update your driver or your firmware on your tablet. Try a different USB port. I know I have the best results working off my USB-C port, if you have one. And if it still continues after all that, maybe reach out to XP Pen and see if they can send you a replacement, because that sounds like it might be a defect. I'll be eagerly awaiting the finished model. Once again, amazing work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's nice to have it coming together finally, because like I've been working on this for far too long. I'm hoping to finish it by the end of this week. So I'm hoping to have some renders up by Friday. That is my goal. Where's that piston? Naveen, you are a part of the community. When you guys show up here and you guys chat and everything like that, you're a part of the community. And if you join the Discord, you're even closer. Like, that's my whole goal here, right? Like, I'm not trying to get famous or anything like that. I just want to build a community of people who, you know, enjoy hanging out and being together and creating art together. That's been something I've wanted to do for my whole life. And finally, I have that opportunity, so I'm going to keep going with it. So, yeah. I mean, welcome on in. I'm super happy you all are here. And I'm super blessed that you guys choose to spend your time with me, because I could never ask for anything more. Like, it's just incredible. So I really appreciate it. I'm gonna cheat. I'm cheating a little bit, just because I don't want to create another layer on this. I think the biggest thing is, for the longest time, I thought that I was not somebody who needed to be creative. I thought I needed to be like a business owner and a CEO. And I realized a while ago that that was a horrible, horrible mistake. And I'm glad that it's no longer a problem anymore. Can you teach hand paint and texturing? That's a rough one, because like I do want to teach it, but I don't know if I'm there just yet. I guess we'll see how I'm feeling after this one. Just because this is the third model that I've like fully gone start to finish with. Fourth model. something like that. Maybe I might do that. I might do something, but I'm still pretty new to Substance Painter, so it's still kind of like an iffy area for me. I'm getting some weird errors in baking. So what are the errors you're getting? Are you getting shadows across your objects? Do you have any UV maps that are over each other? How are we doing here? Nice. That is looking awesome. Okay. That's great. I have an idea, like if you make a server where all your community members can share their artwork and double click. Yes, so that's what my Discord server is for. So if you guys are interested, you can join my Discord. It's in all of my descriptions and in my bios. That is where you guys can go, and I'll show you guys again real quick here if you want to see it. This is where you can go to share your art, hang out. I've got voice chat channels. We've got work in progress sections. I'm not going to show that just because some people don't want their stuff shown on the internet. All of my quick tips are in here. Everything is basically laid out for you. This is where our community lives. So if you guys want to join, please feel free to join. Barath, yes, getting wired prints in normal map. Barath, if you can join my Discord and send me an image, or if you can send me an image on Instagram, I will take a look at it and let you know what's going on. All right, what was I doing? Toes. So we're gonna work on this little piston. So I do need to add a new layer to this. I'm gonna just add a chrome layer. Maybe. I'm pretty sure there's a chrome, right? Yeah, there is. That's gonna screw everything up for a second. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, that can't be the wrong one. All right, and a black mask. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna locate that piston again. And we're just gonna poly paint that. I'm just gonna paint it, screw it. That's doing something weird. Let me do this. I'm gonna change the hardness on my brush. All the way up. Why is that going so high? Okay. That's not gonna work for me. Alright, sounds good. I'll look for your message when you send it. Please update your Discord link on YouTube description. Is it wrong? Is it not working? None of them are expired. Let me do this. I'll go update all my my link descriptions for you guys after stream. That way you can get in there. I know it's been working because I've had people been joining every single day, so. I need to make sure that's working because I don't trust that that's actually working the way it's supposed to. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Retopologizing a face, and I don't know how to do the nose. If I knew organic modeling better, I'd probably be a good resource for that, but I'm probably not the best resource for that. So I would recommend looking up topology examples to see if there's some good options for that. Nice thing is that goes up into the mesh, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect. Goes doing. Oh no, hold on. Scratches. There we go. Okay. Come on, stop rotating. Got in a groove there. Sorry, did I miss anything? I'm also not interested in organic models, but I have to do it for my class. Oh, I gotcha. I hate it when they force stuff like that. Like, I get that they're trying to get you to try different things, but that's annoying. Yeah, so one thing you could do, let's do this. Face. So look up one of these. Just kind of look at the edge flow and how things are supposed to be working and sitting. And then just kind of work from there. There's tons of examples on like what the topology of the face actually needs to be. I just don't do organic, so I don't know. I'm terrible at it. Figure these will kind of scrape against things, so we'll add some more scrape detail down here than would normally be available. And there's a seam right there. Brilliant, very awesome. I love BD-1. Thank you so much. How are we doing? I'll actually rotate. There we go. Beautiful. Looking wonderful. It's like a baboon backwards. What, Z? What the hell are you talking about, man? What are you doing? But the nose is not nosing. Oh. Post an example in Discord. Breast sequence. That way I can look at it. Let's see here. Cool. All right. So what was I doing? I was over here somewhere. I don't think I need to worry too much about those in-depth details, so I'm gonna do these little dust guards or whatever the hell they are. This song comes up every once in a while. I love this song. If you guys don't listen to White Bat Audio, his music's actually really good. If you're into the whole synthwave thing. Beautiful. Love it. How many pieces went in the model? That's a good question. I don't really know. A lot. This guy was probably, I don't know, 200 or 300, which is pretty high polygon for this type of model, but yeah, I'd say about 200 or 300 parts. That's all looking good. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do the mud. Because I put mud on the front toes and I didn't do it on this one. So we're going to turn that guy. We're going to add another paint layer. Mud. And then we're going to change our paintbrush. We're going to go back to a brown. Drop that metallic value. Because mud is not metallic. Pretty sure I left normal on. And then I used the dirt. Oh, I didn't detail that at all. That's fun. Oh, that's a different. Oh, that's a different component. Ugh. That's fine. I do want to do like a little bit of splash up because like if this guy is running through mud, he's gonna be splashing all up in his little leg components down here. So we'll just add a little bit of like grunge detail, but only in one direction. Just a little bit. Same thing goes for the cables, but I'll have to add another layer for that. Okay. Nice. Hey, brother, big fan of your works. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello, Shobi. How are you doing? Oh, it still feels like there's not enough. Mainly in these areas. These areas are just not... They're not vibing. Let's go here. 10 body parts. What do we got? We're gonna do... no mud. No mud. Where's my dirt? Did you say what you're doing? This guy's talking up a storm behind me tonight. I know, what are you doing? Let's go back on that. Pekina, did you get it fixed? Do I not have audio? No, I got audio. Don't scare me. Remember, guys, I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. If you want to join me on either platform, you are totally welcome to. Okay. Owl? Scared the crap out of me. I'm saving right now because of you. What do you think of the new policies of Adobe? Adobe is getting sued, so let's put that one out there. And they did walk the policies back. I don't agree with them. I don't believe that they are saying that, oh, you know, we weren't going to steal your stuff for AI. I don't believe that one bit. Nice thing is, I never got that pop-up, so I never had to click it. But they did walk those policies back, and they're figuring out how to revise them. But they can figure that out while they're getting sued. Saving is always a good choice. Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you play a sound like that freaks me out. I work in IT, man. Although I put that sound there, so I guess that's also kind of my fault. Okay, so this joint over here... Why are we running so terrible? Stream okay? Yeah, stream's good. Good morning, Pasavaraj. How are you? I really hope I'm saying that right. Correct me if I'm not. I want dirt here. But not that dirt. I want edge dirt. This is going to be like oil dirt. Ooh, actually, I kind of like that. It's not that much. Tiki. Brother. Thank you. What resolution is the UV map? The UV map is running at 2K right now. I will be upping it to 4K when I export it. Sorry guys, my bird is like extra singy today and I don't know why. I'm gonna turn the body off for a little bit just because it's running like crap. It's still kind of like running like crap. Let's see. I think it's this one that I want to adjust. Yeah. In Substance, do you have to paint every time? No. I mean, there's a lot of automated ways that you could do things. I tend to just enjoy painting because it feels like more of an artistic process to me, so I enjoy it. You absolutely don't have to, but it's what I like doing. Is this game asset ready? Absolutely not. If you throw this into a game engine, it will break. It is very high polygon. It would not work out. Is there a fill bucket in Substance or something like that? Yeah, so what you would do is technically... So here, I can show you real quick. So you can see my layers. You would want to create a fill layer. And it's going to automatically fill everything. And then from there you can add a mask and go through and use that mask to clear everything up and do what you would want to. I also tend to not believe that, like, we should automate every process of it, because, like, where's the fun in that? Like, if I were painting this model by hand, I would be going through and doing this anyway, so, like, why not? I don't remember painting that. I guess I did. Consequence. Lead Archer, what's up? Yes, happy little bird. Time check. I know, I'm ignoring it. I DM you to the topo on Discord. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Honestly, bevel everything. Edge looks better, but really increased topology amount. Yeah, so... beveling is one of those things that can get kind of out of control, especially if you're running through your model and, like, beveling everything. Which is why I tend to not do it. I add my edge loops manually, and then I figure out how to reduce them and restructure them. But yeah, it's kind of hit or miss. But no, this model has never been game ready. And probably never will be. Because once it's done, it's done. I'm not doing anything else with it. I might rig it. Maybe. At some point. I'm not doing that anytime soon, though, because I have a giant bird to make next. Which unfortunately won't be live, but you guys will see it eventually. Lead Archer, how you doing, buddy? Let's see. Not sure what I want to do there. Okay. I think I'll call that good. Save. All right. What idiot is having you make a bird? I have no idea. I have no idea. You're welcome, Bark Missa. Okay. Alright, everybody. We're at 3 hours and 15 minutes. My hand is going numb, so I'm going to take off this stupid glove. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you guys so much for the amazing questions. It's been really cool. Remember, if you're not, join my Discord. There's a lot of good conversation going on there. If you guys get stuck on something, we're creating a community of people who can help people with those things. So make sure you're there. It's an awesome place to be. And I'm in there as well, so you can talk directly with me if I don't happen to see your Instagram messages or anything like that. But Instagram, this is where I leave you guys tonight. I appreciate you all being here. I will see you live again next Wednesday, because I will not be live on Instagram tomorrow. But everyone keep in mind, I will be live on Twitch tomorrow. We're playing Power Wash Simulator. But while we're doing that, we're going to be talking about art and social media and all sorts of fun stuff with Tex of the Chaotic Seekers, my mod, as well as Lydia Ruana, I hope I'm saying that right, who is an author on our stream team. So that's going to be a really cool conversation. I'm looking forward to it. So if you guys want to check that out on Twitch, make sure you follow me on Twitch. But Instagram, you guys have a good night. I will see you all later. Remember, I will not be live next Monday. I think I have to wait to stop the Instagram stream for it to actually catch up, though. Give me a second here. Okay. There we go. All right. Instagram is gone. YouTube. The same thing here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you for liking the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you all live again. Same thing, Wednesday next week. I will not be live on Monday, but if you guys want to catch Twitch tomorrow, catch Twitch tomorrow. Thank you again, everybody.